So I'm on the phone to Rich straight away. Rich, I got one in the net. What you got? What you got? I got the long common, mate, the one you've been wanting. Here we are, we're at Spitfire Lake. Something very special has happened. I've had one of the jewels of the lake. It's the unthinkable. I'm still buzzing about the situation. Come down here yesterday about 11 o'clock. I've had a few little walk rounds, didn't really see much fish. Ended up coming on to a swim and see a few of the fish, see the big wood carving as well. So decided to base up there for the night. Got a few rods out on some margin spots, but I've had in the back of my mind there's this little spot I've seen a few fish venture to into the reeds, and I wanted to get a rig on there. So I've used a chod rig. I haven't really used it for a few seasons now, and I know it's a good rig used in the right situation. So I've decided to use it on one of the spots I was thinking about, on the end of these reeds. So I've rigged the rod up, got all set up, put a little 15mm 4G squid on, little pop up. And I'm sitting at the swim and I'm on my knees trying to cast. It's a bit of a tricky cast, so I've done 4 casts just to get it right, because I'm a bit OCD about my cast. And the lead has just shot through the reeds about 2 or 3 inches, absolute pucker. The bait is just sitting just on the little clear spot. There's a bit of silkweed around the reeds and a little bit of debris, and then the other side of that is then a 1 by 2 foot sandy spot. So that rod is sitting there pucker. I thought I'll put a few baits out. 30 baits went over the top of it, and I'm thinking, they ain't enough. I know they ain't hungry, but I know they do like this bait in there. So I went back, got a few more baits, another 20 baits went over the spot, and I'm happy now. I can sit back, relax. I got my rods out, sat back and made some tea. Then a bit comatose from all the meat I had, so I was off in bed, a little afternoon nap, and got awoken by a few little bleeps on my receiver. And straight away I was up, ran to my rod, and the only rod I ran to without even looking at my receiver was the right hand rod, because I had just a funny feeling, that was instinct, that was going, and ran to it. Bobbin was up tight, the rod was bent round, struck into it, and that's going into the bay, and that's fighting hard, and I'm thinking, what is this? This is a nice fish, this is really deep, really hard. And then this big paddle come out of the surface waving. I'm absolutely shaking at my knees now. This is like a nerve-wracking moment. That's a big fish, and that's gone right in the lily pads, and I'm like, oh no, what's happening here? And so I'm trying to be a bit cocky about the situation, trying to tease it out, and that's just made it worse. That's gone straight in there. That is like tearing up the lily pads, the line's grating, and I'm thinking, what do I do? Trousers off, I'm in the lake straight away, and I've got on top of it now. I see a glimpse of her, and that was a big common. I'm thinking, oh no. My heart just was absolutely raising. This big common, there's only 2 in the lake, and they're the 2 fish I'm after. As soon as she came up and took 1 gulp of air, scoop, she's straight in the net. And I'm looking in there, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe it. That's like one of the special ones. That's a long common, and absolute beast of a fish. True to his name, long as anything, pristine as well. And that doesn't come out very often. Does maybe 1, possibly 2 captures a year if you're lucky, at the right time of year. So I'm on the phone to Rich straight away. Rich, I got one in the net. What you got? What you got? I got the long common, mate, the one you've been wanting. So he's like, I'll be there in 10 minutes, look after her. That's sweet, mate, no problem. So off he come, weighed her up, 47 pounds 6 ounces, absolutely buzzing about the weight. She's absolutely gorgeous on the mat as well. Quickly down for some pictures, picking her up, and she's so long, it's really hard to hold her as well. It's hard to get it right. The weight is all in the middle. So it was really awkward, but you know, I'm buzzing my face off, I can't stop smiling. Took some few snaps, got her back in the water, a few nice water shots, and I'm sitting there with her and I'm waiting for her just to revive a bit, to let her go. And that's just that moment, so special for me. That's unreal, absolutely unreal. And I give her a little push and off she's gone, happy as ever, swimming down into the depths. And I ain't even done a night yet. This is on the first day. I've still got 6 nights ahead of me, so who knows what can happen.